Welcome back, trainers. We have a very fun video today that I think you're going to enjoy. We're going to be taking a look at yet again another new Pokemon for the Halloween event, Gourgeist. So we're going to be going with the biggest one. We got a double XL. So the reason why I did go with this one is I was out there hunting. I did put in the 200 candies to evolve it. Had my son's account again catching these yesterday. I didn't do it again today. I just like, heck with this. Didn't find any good IVs for PvP per se. You know how it goes. I found the it was like 15 attack, 15 defense, and then like 2 stamina or something. So basically the opposite. But it's all good. We're going to work with what we have. Now there's going to be different sizes and they're going to be performing differently. The Super is going to be potentially the best one, as you can see here, ranked by PvPoke, but they all have different potentials. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm going with this one because it's what I had, and I was telling myself I'm just going to make this one if I don't find one, or if I don't go +1 on the incense by the time I make this video in the morning. So here we are, and this is what we're going to do. Now it is going to not, I wouldn't say it's not as good as Trevenant, but it still has its key matchups, key things that it can do for sure. And I'm going to tell you right now, my experience before we get into the commentary, I enjoyed it. It did well. And not only that, but folks, we have a new combo here. Mawile has been just running rampant all over the place. Everybody's using it. Everybody's covering it because it is that dang good in the Halloween Cup. And I mean, it is also going to be good in the Great League. Meta Wrecker, it's getting its time to shine again. So what am I getting at here? Well, I'm extremely happy here. I just started to put the dots together once I started to realize the weaknesses of Gourgeist and its coverages, the things that it has good matchups against. And what's going to happen here is it makes for a absolutely beautiful combination of steak and mashed potatoes, peanut butter and jelly with Mawile. It is just going to be great. Now, there's things that are going to shut us down as a team together, as a core. That's why we got Toxicroak here. But for the most part, what Mawile is going to be weak against, Gourgeist is going to be able to handle for the most part. So let's see how it does work out. Now, you have things like Jellicent that are also going to be good up against Gourgeist, but we have Seed Bomb and also Hex to charge fast and also doing super effective damage with that quick move. All right, so I kind of want to get into this commentary because some of these battles are really awesome and I kind of want to talk about them. So I will put an image here. This is going to be from Pokeminers, which is going to show you exactly what is the differences between the different sizes here. As you can see, the Super is going to have quite a bit of stamina, while the defense is going to be dropping, as the smaller one does have more defense. Kind of, it's kind of backwards, right? You would think the bigger one has less attack and just bulkier all around, right? So the attack is actually going to rise up when you do become bigger, as you can see here. But anyways, let's get into the commentary. So we have a Golurk here, which is no problem. Mawile does not want to see that at all. But we have 2 Pokemon that can counter it. So here we go with the Gourgeist. Let's see what it can do. So we're doing super effective damage, while we do take resisted damage with a quick move because it is ground. We are grass. This is absolutely beautiful here. So we do have to also look out for dark types, seeing that we are a ghost type. And then Mawile, Toxicroak, they're going to be able to cover that for us as well. As far as going up against a Mandibuzz in the back once Mawile's down, yeah, that's going to be some trouble. Don't worry, I know, I understand, but for the most part, Mandibuzzes are going to be up front. Anyways, we have an Azumarill here. So the Gourgeist going up against it is absolutely amazing. You could take an Ice Beam and you could spam the Bullet Seed or Seed Bomb, and as well as Shadow Ball. Now you can go with, I guess, Foul Play and also Fire Blast. I just personally think that Shadow Ball and Seed Bomb are just going to be the preferred moves that I want, especially Seed Bomb. It's like you always want to run Ice Beam on Azumarill. You always maybe want to run Seed Bomb on Gourgeist. Next battle, we're met with a Shadow Caesar. They're swapping, and into an Obstagoon, we bring in Toxicroak. Now, I did include this not because, oh yeah, look how good I am. Obviously, no, who cares? You got it. Rock, paper, scissors. I just wanted to include it because these people out here who want to say, oh, if you can't counter, you're just, you're not good if you can't come back from a bad lead. How the hell do you come back for that? Yeah, exactly. You can't. Sometimes it's rock, paper, scissors. You just can't win. Next battle, we're going to be seeing a Dragalge, which is a comfortable matchup for Mawile. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Iron Head here. Let's see if we can get this through. If they do shield it up, it's not going to be great, and they shield it up. Now, like I said in my couple videos back, maybe my last video, nobody shielded up Iron Head going up against my Mawile. Not until I started saying they don't shield it up and I take the win, and now I had to open my big fat mouth, everybody shields it up. All right, so we're going to see an Aqua Tail, and we're letting it go through, and this will KO. If they want to double shield that thing, the Dragalge, be my guest. They're letting it go down. We take that win. They're coming in with an Azumarill to gain a little bit of farm, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Gourgeist here and see what we can do. Let's have a little fun, folks. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely, definitely worth that 200 to invest in. If you can get a trade, I highly recommend that. I mean, do a trade with somebody. See if you can just... get some sort of ideal IVs. Personally, I did about 50 and I was done. That's not saying I'm not going to give up, but I caught so much that I had so many candies, so I just went with what I had because, yeah, that's what it is. So they're swapping, and yep, here we go. Looking absolutely amazing as they do bring in their Umbreon here. Now, you do need to look out for Psychic because that thing does have it now. Toxicroak absolutely does not want to get hit by it. I was being a bit brave. Actually, I think it's probably more on the end of Oblivious because I completely spaced out the fact that it can have Psychic, but then we didn't really run into any problems. So I think that's why we kind of put it out of our mind. Next battle, we're met with an Azumarill, and not a good lead with the Mawile. We've seen it before. It can be a close one. We can bring it down low, but if we do have two Pokemon that can combat it to some degree, at least 1.5, Toxicroak being that half, Gourgeist being the full, then we're going to be able to swap out, right? So they're going to be bringing in a Frostlass here. We are shielding it up because we're going to be putting on the pressure here. All right, we're getting a shield out of them. Sounds good to me. They're going to be able to farm a little bit more, take us out here, but I do something pretty wacky. I'm going to go ahead and just shield this up and farm down. The heck with it. They've used a shield. I want to win swap here. We had a good lead. Let's see what... Well, we didn't have a good lead. We have a good counter to the lead. So we're just going to go immediately for the Mud Bomb here. It is going to be a Galvantula, so unfortunately not able to get to it. So Gourgeist is going to have a field day with that thing, sort of. We do have to look out for lunge, and I do bring in Mawile because what we have in the front is an Azumarill. So they're swapping beautiful. This is perfect. So let's see here. The Azumarill had energy. So they do have it a bit of an advantage at this point. Getting off that Ice Beam. We're not going to... we obviously can't take another Ice Beam here. So we need to do as much damage as possible. That's going without saying, right? Can we get to another one? Yes. Beautiful. This is not going to KO, but what's going to happen is they're going to take us out, and then we're going to come in here with Mawile and farm the rest of the Azumarill down. Simple as that. So this thing put in the work. It did what it needed to do. Mawile and Gourgeist combination was absolutely beautiful. So they're coming in here with the Galvantula. This was one close freaking win, folks. Let's go. Making it to the Iron Head and taking them out. Maybe could have went for the power-up punch, and then the extra Fire Fang damage would have done it, but that was just for better content. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Drapion here, and this is always going to be a good matchup for your Shadow Mawile. For your regular Mawile, it's just a good situation here. Sludge Bomb is going to hurt. Crunch, if they do lower your defense, obviously not good, but other than that, it's smooth sailing, as you can see here. So if they got a Crunch off, lowered my defense, Sludge Bomb here, that would KO. I think that's enough. So they are going to swap here into their Umbreon. We're going to go ahead and bring in Toxicroak. And again, we're in this rock, paper, scissors situation, and it is in my favor. So we're letting that go through it as a last resort. As you can see, still doing a good amount of damage, but it doesn't really matter. Toxicroak's counters are just doing way too much. We will be shielding this up, coming out of this with energy. That's perfect. You got a Drapion, bring it on. What else do you got back there? I'm sure it's going to be some sort of dark or poison, in which we're going to still be able to cover those things that are with the Toxicroak. They're bringing in a Scizor. So yeah, Mud Bomb still would have done good damage. We swap into we swap into Mawile, and I shield this up, and this, hey, just hear me out. Look why I shielded up. Give it an inch, take a Mawile. Watch this. Exactly. You see that? But now I'm stuck in this weird position because we have Gourgeist. We don't want to take a Night Slash, but I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. We're super. Not only that, it is a pretty thick one. In general, just this thing is tanky, right? So we're taking that no problem. And at this point, you know why I threw this? To throw them off. So watch what we're going to do. Toxicroak, bam. I just didn't want to give them any chance to think. So we just threw that. Otherwise, if you were trying to just take them out, you don't throw because you need two initially because they have a shield. And what you're throwing, they're going to shield it up. What's the point? You want to get as many quick moves as you can. So another good lead, another rock, paper, scissors. Here you go. We gained we're going to be sitting at almost 2,800 right now because of this team. Not only this team, but the past team that we used yesterday and the day before. We've been doing pretty good. Go back and see those videos if you haven't seen them yet. If you're wondering, well, whoa, Poke, again, what's with the news? You know, there's a lot of stuff happening. You're not talking about it. You're just uploading Go Battle League battles. I'll bring them to you. No problem at all. A lot of these things are spread out. It was just a bunch of information dumped at the same time. We have Virizion coming back, right? It's going to get its signature move, Sacred Sword. We're going to see a Shink's Community Day with a Psychic move, which is interesting. Like I said, we'll be going over all of that soon, and I'll break it down for you, okay? Anyways, what do I have? I'm completely lost on this battle. Looks like an intense one. So we're letting it go. Okay. Gonna come in with Gourgeist, obviously. Waiting for the clock. Alright, now we can swap to Toxicroak. Always look out for that clock. Now they're catching a Seed Bomb with their Caesar, but we still get a shield, which is perfecto. Are you kidding me? I think we shield this up. Mud Bomb, take them out. The Azumarill is going to be able to farm us with about 2 or so bubbles. Let's see. And wow, beautiful. Yeah, it's going to take about 2 bubbles. Oh, 1 bubble. Okay, perfect. No shields left. Ice Beam ain't going to cut it. They do not have 2 Ice Beams built up. And we farm very fast. So 1, 2, 3, getting to the Seed Bomb, and we're going to take out the Azumarill. Folks, are you kidding me? Give this video a thumbs up for this thing. These new Halloween Pokemon are absolutely a blast. And not only that, Trevenant is just king. It's taken over the meta. This thing absolutely has plays. It has great plays. So we had a fantastic lead up against, was that Shiftry? They're going to be making a swap into their Azumarill, and you already know we're bringing in the good old Pumpkin XL. Double XL. Okay, taking that Ice Beam, no problemo at all. Getting to another Seed Bomb now. A little fun tip. Maybe I want to throw a Shadow Ball once in a while, because you see they let it go through because they have understand already what it can take, what they can survive. Now, I don't know if I included the battle because it really annoyed me, but the one time I went for a Shadow Ball up against an Azumarill, out of every single time I went for a Seed Bomb, and they always let it go through, they shielded it up. It was so annoying. That's always my case. Anyways, we're going to be seeing a Nidoqueen out here with our Toxicroak. This is, alright, we have to call this. Or wait a minute, we had to call the first one. So yeah, now we shield that up because we just want to survive to take this thing out here. They are actually going to live with like 2 or 4 HP there, 3 HP. And Earth Power us. That's fine. That's fine. No problem at all. We're going to bring in our Mawile to take care of that. And, well, this is Mawile's specialty. So we're just going to go ahead and nom this thing into oblivion. And, well, it's Mawile. Let's have a little fun here. And Power Up Punch is going to do a lot of damage. Look at that. Stinking damage. That's the first one. Let's go. All right. Into the next battle. What are we going to see with our Mawile? And it is going to be a Dragalge. Let's get it. Alrighty. So we've seen this before. Will they shield up Ironhead or will they let it go through? You know what? I need to start throwing freaking Power Punches. Look at the Fire Fang. It's not very effective, but does it? Is it really not very effective, folks? Oh my goodness. Shadow Mawile, what a beast. Ironhead, letting it go through. I love to see it. Alrighty. What you got? I'm still at half health here. 2 shields. Bring it on. Feeling confident. Drapion. Oh, don't want to get too ahead of myself, but looking like a GG here. But then again, I could always screw it up. So we're going to go ahead and swap. If you're bringing in Drapion, there must be something weak to Mawile in the back, right? So we're going to go ahead and just make this swap into Toxicroak here. And it is going to be a Mandibuzz. Remember how we're discussing Mandibuzz in the back is going to be a problem? Well, here we are. But it's a good thing I retreated with Mawile. Do you see why I did that? Now we have something to combat it. Instead of Drapion slowly chipping us away, and then we have Gourgeist and Toxicroak in the back to take care of a Mandibuzz, we're screwed. But what I did is retreat with the Mawile with a good amount of health left, as well as 2 shields. So we're going to go ahead and go Shadow Ball. This was a screw up on my end. Maybe. I should have just went double Seed Bomb here, but who cares? You're going to see how this plays out. Going for Shadow Ball. They let it go through, so that's good. Going to be bringing in our Mawile. Now, at this point, again, it's one of those situations, if they had 10 shields, it doesn't really matter because Shadow Mawile doesn't care. We just need the shields that we have, though. So they're going for a crunch, and they get the defense fell. Oh, boy. I bet you they're happy. They're like, come on, come on, come on. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough because they don't know what they're dealing with here. Well, maybe they do. It's a Shadow Mawile. We take the win. It was not enough. Alrighty, let's go. This team is absolutely killing it. I love it, folks. Let's get it. All right, we have another Golurk lead. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Toxicroak, and they bring in Escavalier. Now, let's take a step back. Poke, what are you thinking? That quick move on Golurk is going to destroy you. You're poison type, and you're going to do not very effective counter damage. What was that swap? If we wouldn't went into our Gourgeist, they would have countered us. And I'm going to have to just say that swap that they made into Escavalier pretty much almost secured our victory here. All right, so they're bringing in the Golurk to farm us down. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Gourgeist, and we're going to let this Shadow Punch go through. Yeah, no problem at all. All right, so we're just going to keep going here, and now we are going to shield up, though. Another Shadow Punch, waiting for some sort of catch. Nope, we're just going to go ahead and throw it then, see what we have going on here. And we're getting a shield. Okay, they're going to swap into a Shadow Caesar. It goes Mawile. It finishes them off. And I do something weird here. I go for straight Iron Head. That they had 1 HP. I mean, I guess the Shadow Fire Fang damage is added up faster than I can expect. Now we got the guest star here, Shrady. Now, as you can see by his name, he is a YouTuber. So let's see what we have going on here. I was pretty excited for this battle. When I saw the Nidoqueen, I was thinking, well, we got to do some bait action here. Fire Fang is just absolutely destroying it. We're going to let this go through. Poison Fang. Okay, no problem. As you can see, I wanted to go for Iron Head, but I was thinking, okay, let's build up. I know he probably watches us. Maybe knows we have Iron Head going on over here. So we're going to go ahead and bait him. Beautiful. At this point, I'm thinking, this is just great. He swaps into a Malamar. I go for a Power Punch, and I'm thinking, wow, this is great. Maybe I should bring in Toxicroak here. I should have stayed where I was freaking at. Mawile would have been able to destroy it. They go Hyper Beam. It's over. It's over. That was it. And as soon as he hit me with that Hyper Beam, I knew it was over. So I shield this up just to entertain the fact that give it an inch, take a mile, blah, 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 blah. All right, so good games to my opponent. Let's see how this does end, though. I mean, sorry to spoil it, but I mean, if you follow on Twitter, you saw his tweet and you saw my reply. All good stuff. I mean, there's no controversy, no anything, right? So a Purified Sableye in the back, yes, is hardcore over. Yeah, good game. That Hyper Beam caught me by surprise. Your plan worked. Well played. Anyways, into our next battle. And we have an absolutely fantastic lead up against a Frostlass. They're going to be swapping into Drapion, and Toxicroak said, hey, how you doing? So we're going to go ahead and do our thing here. Building up a little bit of extra energy. Now, I wanted to build up to 2 Mud Bombs here, but damage is accumulating, so we're just going to say goodbye, and they let it go through. Bring in the Frostlass. Do believe they're going to farm us down all the way. Oh, yeah. So we go for the Mud Bomb here. We're just going to do some nice chip damage before they do take us out. And, yeah. Unfortunately, not getting to another Mud Bomb. That sucks. So we don't really want to bring in Gourgeist here, of course. And we're going to bring in Shadow Mawile. Shield up the Shadow Ball. Good call. They're swapping into Toxicroak. Folks, let's have a little fun with our new toy here. With our new Pokemon, Gourgeist. So if I call it Gourgeist at any point, oops. It happens. Gourgeist. Not Gourgeista, Gourgeist. Jeez. Alright, anyway. This is looking good. Okay. Counters resisted. This Sludge Bomb's super effective, as you can see here, but no problem at all. So the plan was to let this go. Okay. So what we're going to do is bring in our Mawile. Since the Frostlass is so low, what we want to do is shield this up, get to a Power Up Punch, take out the Toxicroak with Fire Fang. Since we did vamp up the Fire Fang, it's going to be able to take out the Mawile before they can get to a charge move. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, goodbye. And they say, are you freaking joking me? And we take the win there. Let's go, folks. Let's get it. Next battle. Leading with Shadow Mawile the entire time. In the same order with our team, we're met with a Shadow Caesar. Beautiful. They're swapping into an Umbreon Chef's Kiss. And we bring in Toxicroak. You already know. Now we need to look out for Psychic potentially here. Foul play, bait. Oh boy, we're going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb and then farm the rest of the way down. We will shield the next charge. Well, actually, no. I think this one we're good to go. Yeah, let this go. Last resort, no problem. If it would have been a Psychic, yes, no good. But we're making it out of here with just a sliver of health and energy to get off on this Caesar here. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Let's go. Now we just have to hope there's something in the back that the Gourgeist can handle, and it is going to be an Azumarill. So, folks, couldn't get any better than this. Probably, but I'm going to take this. I'll say, yeah, I'm good with this. This is absolutely beautiful. So I think it's about that time to start thinking about what I want to eat when I'm done. And I think I'm going to make some spicy oil noodles, if you know what that is, with some sesame seeds and maybe a fried egg on top. I don't know. We'll see what we have to do. And then eat it with some chopsticks. Oh, is it just me or does food taste better with chopsticks? I'm serious. Noodles, any sort of Oriental Asian food. I don't like eating it with a fork. For some reason, it just doesn't taste as good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, can't wait for those spicy oil noodles. All right, sesame seeds on top. Folks, stop talking about food in every video. Can't help it. I'm sitting here hungry, and then the Mawile's over here eating everything up. All right, into the next battle. We have an Umbreon. Oh yeah, please swap. Yes, into Nidoqueen. Yes, bring in Toxicroak. Yeah, let's go. I mean, you know, this is a great matchup. This is a good matchup for sure, but you always have the threat of an Earth Power. So what are we going to call this one? I think, yeah, this is the one. All right, this is the one we got mixed up with in the beginning. So Poison Fang, that was way too quick. That's another Poison Fang. We'll let it go. Counter is resisted, but it's Toxicroak, and it is counter. So we say, huh? Resistance? What does that mean again? So they're bringing in Umbreon. I was wanted to go Mud Bomb. Didn't think I would make it to the Sludge Bomb, but we do. So that's big. It's half damage right there. Let's get it. They instantly swap into a Toxicroak. We bring in our Gourgeist. And folks, we got a good showcase for you today. These Pokemon, this team, it did so damn well. So let's get it. I also seen people out there actually taking my Sableye, Umbreon, and Mawile team and claiming it for their own. Oh, I love how the world goes round. Let's get it. Let's make the examples. So they're bringing in the Umbreon here, and I go for Shadow Ball. Not the best plan. I just wanted to see, and they shielded up. So could have definitely got off the Seed Bomb, but whatever. We have 2 shields and a full health Mawile up against an Umbreon. Are you kidding me? I say yes, please, and thank you. So we're going to go ahead and shield up that first one just for good measure. And here we go. Power Punch away. That's all we need to do. Vamp up that Fire Fang, and we're going to be able to take over. Take control, Mawile. It runs the Halloween Cup, quite literally. Yeah, there are a few things that wall it, but if you have coverage for those, phew, you're going to be looking just beautiful. And we take the win. On to our next opponent. What are we going to see in the lead with the Mawile and Nidoqueen? Here we go. I think we do stay here. It's not a horrible situation. You know, Nidoqueen. If they get off an Earth Power, that's no good. But the Fire Fang is just digging in. Power Punch, no good. Iron Head, beautiful. But you can't land the Iron Head every time unless it's this time. Yes, please. Alrighty. That's another Fire Fang or Fire Fang. Poison Fang. Letting it go. Okay, beautiful. They've dropped our defense 2 times. No problem at all. Bringing in Umbreon. And I think I go for the Iron Head. Alright. Can we get a shield if they let it go through? That's a lot of damage. Alright, beautiful. That sounds good to me. Doing over half health. 2 shields still. Bringing in Toxicroak. Let's go. Gourgeist and this thing. I mean, if they have a Mandibuzz in the back, yeah, we're not going to be looking good. But I'm sure we can still figure it out. All right, so they're going for that, no problem. Bringing in a Quillfish. We used a shield just in case they may have had Psychic. Now, these are going to be doing a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Gourgeist up against a Quillfish with Water Gun. So it's going to take a lot longer for them to charge. If they get to the Sludge Wave, yeah, I think that, yeah, definitely KO coming from a Quillfish. And if they do bait us, well, they baited us a shield, not very effective. That would have just tickled us. And I figured that was going to be a bait, but it takes forever to even get to a charge move with Quillfish with Water Gun. So I say, the hell with it. I'll shield it up anyways. Farm down. Let's go. We're looking pretty damn good. And they back out. We take the win with Gourgeist. Let's go. All right, into our next battle here, folks. If you haven't quite yet, hit that like button. It really does help me out. Subscribe if you need your notifications on. Keep you up to date. And I will be bringing you the news on what's happening here because there is a lot of stuff going on. All right, but it's so far in the future. It's so spread out. They did, like I said earlier, they just dropped it all at once. And I know there's a need to know all the information at once. And there's sources out there you can just go and find. But I know you want to hear me talk about it, which we'll get to. So this is a great lead with the Crustle here. We do shield up the rock side. We knew we could survive it, but it's better to just hold on to that health. As you can see here, we're going now up against a Drapion, which is not a good matchup for us, especially since we've been vamped up to this degree. Look at the Fire Fang damage. Ridiculous. This Power Punch is really going to hurt. Yeah, now these Fire Fangs are going to do even more. I think yeah, we let it go as much as I would have loved to shield it up and just kept going. All right. Oh, man, I should have. Oh, my gosh. We have a Wormadam trash. We would have just swept this whole damn team with Mawile. Well, I guess we get to have a little bit of an interesting battle here. You get to see how we play around a situation where we didn't know was in the back. We could have ate them all alive with Mawile. Man. So we go for the Shadow Ball. They're shielding it up, and I'm just thinking, come on, let's go. We get to another Shadow Ball. You don't want Seed Bomb. I guess you can bait, but it's Steel and Bug. It's going to just tickle it. So they're bringing in Drapion. We go for the Seed Bomb. It is resisted. It's not going to do enough, but at this point, it's just enough for us to win. And there we go. Bringing in Toxicroak, taking them out before they can get off their charge moves. And there you have it. You want to see the final product of our day, of our score. Last set was going to be a 4-1. The other sets were basically 3-2s. I think we may have had a 2-3 in there. Yeah, I just left this in so you can see what our score is. So you can confidently see how we're rising up with the Mawile. It's crazy. So there you have it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!